Good morning, everyone. I'm a little bit late and I am sorry that I did not. Yeah, actually, I'm not a little bit late and I got to stop apologizing so much for basic stuff, right? It's basics, it's life. The coffee's in the microwave. I have taken my meds. And, sorry, blank. And I'm looking at the planner and we're doing pretty good for the day, I think. For the month, it's filling up. We're going to have a busy little month, which is good. I need a busy month this month. All right. So today is Monday, May 6th, according to the little corner in my computer. And that's coffee. Got a busy thing. Hold on one second. Let me grab coffee and I'll be right back. Yeah, baby. It's coffee. All right. Here I come, guys. As I spill coffee on the floor. It's all right. I need to clean the floors anyway. And I'm here. Okay. So, my new combination of medications is working very well. I don't want the coffee that far away. New combination of medications is working really well. I think I'm going to try and keep everything in a forward motion. So, let's get our little pad where we write all the week on. Oh, wait, no, that's a different one. I've got two of them. And that's not the one I'm looking for. Let's see if I can figure out what I did. Yes, I stick my finger in my ear. Let's see if I can figure out what I'm looking for. Oh well, that's okay. I actually have nothing. I actually do not have any appointments. Let's see if we can get to the talking correctly. Speaking. Okay, so evidently the UK has something called Early May Bank Holiday. You know, I'm tempted to count up the British holidays, the UK holidays, and the United States holidays, and to see if they get more days off than we do. I bet they do. Let's see. Anyway, just a squirrel running through my brain. And let's see. Oh, I did accomplish something that I'm really proud of. I have scheduled on YouTube through StreamYard, the whole blah, 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 blah. I have programmed in all of my Make It Mondays until July. So for the entire month of May and the entire month of June, they are in there. I need to add some stuff to the description boxes. I never really do, and I really apologize for that. I will do my best. I am doing my best. I am doing my best to get that accomplished, along with advertising. So next Monday, for all of these anyone who watches this in the replay or catches this, next Monday, I will only be on for 30 minutes while and what I'll be doing is I will be previewing the stuff that I will be having on the craft supply sale with Caroline, Young Star Girl. Hey, Chrissy and Chrissy's Corners for Collectors with the for the craft sale. So I'm going to preview beforehand what I hope to have done, and I will have things accomplished to show. That is this week's job. This week. So May 6 through 12. That's like 6 days, right? 6 and 6 is 12. So 6 plus 6 is maths. Just not my forte. I math differently. All right. So get items. Wow. I wonder what these big. Sorry, I hear a very large vehicle behind my house, and it's literally out that window, and I can't look this way and see it. Okay, get items for craft sale. Ready. That is this week. It is going to take my week. That is what is going to take my week. And I may even reschedule my Crafting with Christine Day, which is her Wendy Wednesdays. I really want to get something going where I set up, maybe I record what we do and then attempt to edit a video, and then on Wednesday, I'll air the video from the previous Wednesday. And then that would be that's something I should write down as a notation for the future. Record Wendy Wednesday, edit, post 1 week previous. I hope that works. That's a nice little idea right there. You know, and this is what I usually do with Christine, is we will spend hours on the phone just talking to ourselves and each other as we work. And I'm a very verbal person, even with no recording, even with no person in the house, even with music on. I talk to myself and work things out. And having someone else on the side to give you a couple extra ideas can really be helpful. So I'm also very proud to say that as of the 1st of May, well, as of today, both of my large bills, I know everyone else out there pays massive money in bills, whether it's your rent, your mortgage, the power, your phones, the whole 9 yards. And I am amazed that there are people out there that can do life. But my 2 large bills are paid, and now I'm just trying to save up some money because my 2 large bills and house supplies has really drained me, and I need a tune-up on my car. So now I'm pinching pennies. We're really lucky here in Oregon. We have a 10-cent bottle return. So for your soda cans, your water bottles, all of that kind of stuff, we have a 10-cent bottle return. I know there's a couple other states. Oh, I'll look on the top and tell you. And I don't know what this California thing does, but Oregon and Maine do 10 cents. And then looks like Michigan, Virginia. Is Virginia VI? I can't remember. MA, Massachusetts, New York, Hawaii, and Iowa are 5-cent returns. So, and then I know that some states you can crush your aluminum cans and return them for aluminum weight to recycling centers. So, I think it would be lovely. Oh, I shouldn't go there. I have tons of ideas that I think would be lovely, but they're not practical sometimes, or they're I don't know. I don't know. My brain is squirreling now. I have a squirrel running around on a hamster wheel going whee! And it's to the point where he's like not even having to put his feet on the ground. He's just floating in the middle of the wheel. Yeah. So I have a hovering squirrel in my brain. He's spinning that fast. Hovering squirrel. You said your name would be Raging Dove. Mine would be Hovering Squirrel. You're just running so fast that you're floating. Okay. I have to behave myself. I'm getting off topic and off track, and it's been so. Early bird sale, and this week is prepping for the early bird sale. I might be able to turn you on and pop something up and show you guys what I'm doing. But as you can see from the past, when I had hoped to pop up and do things and show you guys what I'm doing, it doesn't always happen. So when it does, we're going to throw a big fat party. On that day, it is going to be a party when I finally start. The brain spins and the body shakes with ideas and not knowing which way to go. Okay. So, let's see. What are we crafting today? Ha! That's what I needed to figure out. Okay, I have this right here on this notepad. And this notepad I've been using for a lot of different things. Actually, not a lot of different things, like 3 things. I take notes about what I would like to do. I write down my Saturday Spectrum sale that I go to, and then any sales that I've been doing. So, speaking of Spectrum Art Creations, let's touch on that subject for just a moment as I put these things away and close them so that I don't keep staring. Ooh, close, not the right direction. So I can't do this. I can't close my planner. I have to get back to where we were, and we are in the month of May. I leave it on the month of May. I fold it over so it stays open, and I keep it on right there. Because I have so much writing on it, it distracts me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one over it. So I have notes on top, and then I am going to move all of this to the side. I don't know why I'm explaining all of this to you guys. Thank you for patiently listening, if you're still here. And put it to the side. And I'm going to put the phone on top of it because I don't want to deal with the phone right now. So that's perfect. That's how that gets set. Now, I found my Wendy Vecchi make art board not that long ago. And so I do have that. And that's what this is. And I have I can't remember if these magnets came with it. I think it did because they're super strong. But I have other metal boards like this for things like this too. And I thought that keeping it out with this would be a good idea. As a matter of fact, let's see if it'll work. Move the table slightly. Where's that middle? Nope. It's not going to work because it's got middle humps. Okay. I was hoping I could slide this under my glass, but that's not going to work. So let's move this to the side. I think I need a little bit more light. Well, maybe not. I think we're okay for the moment. My jungle needs watered again. And let's see. Let's see. I have some things set aside that I need to finish and accomplish. And I'm very happy with that. Boy, I got so much crazy. Ooh, I should probably turn the volume down on that. What do we got? Uh-oh. It's the school. We'll deal with school later. All righty. What are we going to do today? Such a lovely sound, the crack and the bubbles. Okay, we were talking about Spectrum Art Creations, or I was going to, and then I got distracted by myself. So there's the YouTube sale and the YouTube channel, Spectrum Art Creations. And then there was one other thing, and that was that I had directed some of you to their Facebook page. I believe I can't remember now. So I'm trying to find my words and it's really hard. I apologize for the pausing. I think you can, I think I have to invite you. And invite, I mean, send you the invitation through Facebook. Wendy's Wacky Warehouse does not have a Facebook page. I'm not really, I don't participate a lot in Facebook. The only reason I have Facebook going is for Spectrum Art Creations Friends, which is their Facebook page name. Now, if you type it in and you find it, yay. I don't know. I know, though, that if you want to participate in their page and I send you an invitation, or you find it the other way, I don't think you can. She said it's like by invite only. So if you're interested, let me know. Send me a little send me an email or send me an Instagram message, because I am Wendy's Wacky Warehouse. Where's it at? Okay, well that was a fail. On Instagram. And I will send you an invite. I do have a Facebook page, account, whatever, through on my personal name. And so if you're interested, let me know. And I will send you, I'll friend you, or I think we have to be friends. I'm not sure. But any of you people out there that I know, I will definitely connect through Facebook with if you're interested. Oh, the big thing, the big clause that I keep trying to get to is, if I do get you that invitation, if you get to the invitation part, or if you get into it, they're going to ask you a couple of questions. They're going to ask you what your favorite kind of crafting is, or crafting medium, paper or paint, or I can't remember the questions. Just let them know. And I think there's even an option for like all or others. So just, everything. Let them know. It's an easy thing, mainly because they source specific supplies, tools, and other things for multiple different kinds of mediums. So if you're a mixed media artist that works on canvas, they've got you covered. If I felt, you guys know this, I needle felt. If I give them a list of the items I'm looking for by name, like the tools that I use or the needles that I need, they will, or felting pads or whatever, they will source that for you. If you're a sculptor and you want a specific medium to sculpt in, they will source it for you. They will do their best to find those items for you and bring them. They do their absolute best to bring you the best quality items for the lowest price point that they can. They really, for me, 90% of the time it works out to order things from them. Also, they source things from overseas. And they, if it requires that they become a, what is it when you, become the person who can sell the stuff because they only let certain people sell it? Licensed distributor. Woohoo! I found it. They go through the process and ask if they can become distributors for a lot of the places, especially if there's a lot of interest. And the one, she says this in class, and I totally believe it. Do not hesitate to ask, because a lot of times there are people in the live watching or within the group who are also interested in it. And either, well, you got two options. Either they've never heard of it and are happy to learn about it and maybe even try it, or they already know about it and they would like supplies for it as well, and they just maybe hadn't thought of it. It's great. And I'm talking so much that it's already 9:30 and I'm just like, dang it. And I need to craft. Okay. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to try a lot of stuff. I'm going to get some stuff to try. So yeah, there's, I think it was in here. I've been looking for my wood grain stencil. I love this stencil. This is one of my favorite patterns. If I'm going to have a wood grain, I love having knots in it. I love it to have the burr, you know what I mean, the little knotty holes and all the and stick outs. Oh, ear itches. Ah. Okay. I think this would be a great one to play with today. This top one. That's what it looks like. And this comes from Studio Lights, so I probably got this one. Yeah, I think this was a free one I won on the games. So that'll be nice. And I got a nice black piece of paper. And I want to try this one too because it's my favorite. So we're going to use two. Can't decide. I'm using two. I am excitedly waiting for packages also today from Spectrum. And one of the main reasons is that I placed an order for and should be receiving from the new Lisa Holt stamping system. Actually, it's more than stamping. It's just an entire paper crafting station that is like this thick, and it's like 13.5 by 13.5 or 13 by 13. And there's a whole system for it. She has stencils that go with it. She has pieces to make your stencils fit with it. She has a magnetic thing. She has the thing that makes the creases. She has those boards. When you flip it over, it's got the crease board stuff on the back, or the crease, so you fold. I can't remember words today. And I'm talking so fast. I think that's because of one of my new meds when I mix them together. But I don't mind that in the morning. So you're going to get a more energetic Wendy on Mondays. Anyway, the entire system is amazing. And it also comes with a tacky mat. So I'm getting a 13 by 13 kind of gel thing. You'd think it's a gel plate. It's not a gel plate. It doesn't work like a gel plate. You can't use it as a gel plate, although it would be an amazing giant gel plate. And what it does is it helps hold your stuff in place. And it holds your stencils in place. It holds your paper in place while you're working on it. And I can lay it on my glass top work surface and it will stick down and it won't move and the stuff won't move, and I can still work with it even though I don't have the actual station it fits into. Eventually I might be able to invest in that. It would be really good for me because it would eliminate a lot of tools that I already have. And if I need to be moving and condensing, if I can take 6 tools and turn it into 1, I would be successful. So hold on one second. I'm going to peek out the door and see if anybody's dropped anything off. No, my mail guy hasn't got to me yet. Okay. Let's get busy. Woo-hoo. Okay. Here we go. Oh, yeah, it's on wheels. Don't try and move the... I am realizing a lot of stuff. And lights are dawning and thoughts are happening. And yeah. Okay. Let's bring you down. Oh, that's the other thing. I don't know if I told you guys yet, but I did order my glasses. They are in the process of being shipped. The order has been fulfilled, and now they're just in the pile to be shipped. Wow, words are really rough for me today. Okay, let's open this up. I haven't opened it yet. Whee! Oh, and I don't remember if I had this sweatshirt the last time I saw you guys, but this is my most amazing sweatshirt. It's a Carhartt. It's brand new. And I got it from Treasures Noir and during a sale with Roy Horizon Picks. And it's amazing. It's so soft. It's so cozy. It is amazing. And go to their sales, guys. I got it for $8. I needed a sweatshirt so bad. And when I saw it, I thought of it for my other half. But he's in Florida right now. I don't want to pull on this. It's got something sticky under it. But I hate pulling on these very thin plastics. So I'm going to get a tool. Anyway, I absolutely love it. It fits me perfectly. I didn't think it would. It's a men's large. And it is luscious. It is lusciously soft. Yeah. Oh, look, this is working. So I'm just taking one of my spatulas here. My spatula tools from Arteza, which I did also get from Spectrum. So I don't like to leave my house, guys. I'm one of those who really didn't mind COVID. Okay. I was very sad that people were sick, ill, and dying. The fact that I didn't have to leave my house made me one of the happiest people in the world. Sometimes I like being out, sometimes I don't. And these days I like being in more than out. I will rescue this. I'm going to save this piece of paper because it's really awesome. I'm just going to rescue it from the sticky double-sided tape that's there. I'm just not going to do that right now. I'm just going to pry up the other one though. And knowing that it's attached to double-sided tape does make it a little nicer. But I also, I know the middle dot didn't do anything, but these have little swirls, kind of little dots in the middle. And I don't want to accidentally cut it off with my spatula. So I want to make sure I'm coming at it. There we go, from all angles. And sticky tape. There we go. So now I'm going to set this to the side because we're not working with it. Hee, woohoo! Whee! Alrighty, and now I normally people have a it's got a little stick on the back, but not much. It'll be fine. Normally you would use sorry. Normally you'd use something like this, which is the Dylusions Diamond Medium. And what this is it's just embossing. It's embossing ink. So it's a clear ink that stays moist a little longer so that you have time to work with it. Well, I don't like the way it comes out of this dauber necessarily. And I don't have a clear ink pad anymore. The last one I had died, and the re-ink that I had a metal cap on it or something, and it rusted, and I couldn't get it open, and it was a disaster. So I haven't gotten a new one yet, and so I was happy to get that dauber, but it didn't do exactly what I wanted it to do. Sorry, you hear me moving around because I'm looking for some of the items we'll be using. I just don't know how I'm going to do this yet. Yeah, I grabbed a few items. Okay, so we've got that amazing purple embossing powder. I really want to do it on black. Iridescent purple. Then I grabbed some of the diamond rocks, which are the big glossy melt-like plastics. And then I picked up the dusts, which are their diamond dust, which is more like an embossing powder than an embossing enamel, which is kind of what the diamond rocks are like. I'm not going to say they are, but they're kind of like it. Okay, this stamp pad that this stamper spot I've used has become very, I thought I turned the volume down. Evidently I didn't. Let's do that. Has become very, oh, it's the notifications. That's the problem. There we go. Has become icky poo. Yep, technical words. Gucky. And I'm looking for something else to use. So, where's my stick? I need a stick. I call it a stick. It's not a stick. Did I put one in here? Oh, everything fell over. Oh, no good. No good. I thought things were secure in my little box. Things fell over, guys. That's not good. There's a stick. Perfect. Excellent. I'm not going to do multiple layers. I'm not going to do crazy stuff. Get out of the box, Wendy. You don't need to be in there. Okay. Ha ha ha. Keep talking to myself, but look, it worked. It got me out of where I was and moving on. Anything I can to keep the flow going. I don't need this. That is for the black, if I'm not mistaken. And what I do is if you haven't seen my show before, my Mondays that I've done this. So the way these are designed, these little stamp pads, or these little, is to have this dauber. I think they're called a dauber system or something. Anyway, they come this way so that you can use Velcro and pull them off. Well, in my stash of stuff, I have little Velcro dots. And what I did was I took the plasticky side and I used that to hold my stuff in place. So anyway, I don't have the clear. So what I'm going to use is my white. For two reasons. First of all, if I was using it on white paper, it would just blend into the background. So it works as an embossing medium. Also, this Hero Art Unicorn White, which I got from Spectrum. Wait, did I get this from Spectrum? I think I got this from Spectrum. If I didn't, then I got it from my local store. And no, I got this one from Spectrum. I'm 90% sure. It came in a pack. Anyway, it's juicier. It's a juicier pad, and it stays moister longer, so you're able to do the, what do you call it? The embossing. Now, if I was really, really serious about doing this as something to keep, I would center this on the paper because I'm noticing it goes from like point to point. It would make a beautiful fold. Oh, if you folded it right, if you did the fold right through the middle, and then oh, that would be a beautiful, oh. Well, dang, now I got ideas. Okay, you guys are going to have to bear with me through ideas because I kind of want to do that now. I want to make it pretty. I want to make it look nice. I want to have it centered. I want to do that fold. Brilliant ideas come and you just have to take a pause. All right, where's the middle of these? Half of 11 is 6, 5 and a. Where's my phone? What is half of 11? 5.5. Excellent. Sorry, guys. Math is not working for me today. And I have technology. I'm going to use the technology that I have. I have no idea if this pen will write or not. Okay. I really hope that's even. 5 1/2. I like the little, I keep finding old pens and with different colors and different stuff, and some of them work and some of them don't. So I'm trying to use them a little bit here and a little bit there. And I got a lot of these when I was at university. When I was attending university. I sound so British sometimes. Well, I don't sound British, but I feel like I speak I use a lot more British terminology. And I think that if I do this half and half, I don't even have to worry about the points. They should all be centered. So, with that said, I have no idea how I'm going to hold this in place while I do this, because that's not my forte. I don't want to use glue. I guess I'm just going to have to wing it, guys. We're winging it. We're winging it. No, that won't look right. Trying to think if I should go over the edges or have it come out, because if you're not careful when you do daubing, when you do the placement of the ink, then you're going to have it come over and out, and you don't necessarily want that. So here I go. If I can get my chair to not bang everything, and if I can keep that centered, I think that part is, and I'm going to do my best to hold all of this in place. And we're going to do this gently. So I got to get the white ink on the dauber. I got to load these guys. Load them up. I hope this is still as moist as it was. And if it's not, I can make it more, because I actually have the ink refill. So let's do this gently and hope for luck, because I really don't want to go outside of the stamping area. And I don't want things to lift wrong. They can overlap so that it has good coverage, but I just don't want my biggest oop, I went outside. It's all right. It's just a little bit. My biggest concern would be making sure that this all stays moist enough, because it is such a large piece. So that's the other thing we're experimenting with here today. I do have an item coming that I won during one of the games, and it's the embossing powder, or no, the embossing, I want to call it gel or ink. Yeah, but it's in a paint-on situation. So it has a brush with it, and I'm like, wow. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, made it kind of to the middle. And what I'm mainly doing now, the paper wiggled, not everything else. My hand is trying to cramp, because the only way I know how to do things like this is to apply maximum pressure. So my hand is like, don't move. Let's get this larger one. And my hands are all fiddly, so I want to keep this inked. Ink on this one. And this will cover more area. Ugh. You know, I think I need to stretch before I do crafting on Mondays. I'm starting to actually use some muscles. Come on, keep it going, 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 keep it going. Tilt. Tilt, tilt. Just like the tilt-a-whirl. All right, come on, keep this going. Get the little one so that, oops, no rolling away. Get the little one so we can get right there up at the tip. Get these ones re-moistened. The other thing I thought with this is that with this little project, it might be interesting to have a white background on black paper before I put the powders down. So it's a whole new idea. All right, let's get this. Woo, get my fingers back. Even if they're covering a hole, that's just going to happen. That tacky mat will work best if the stencil has a wider edge so that it has something to attach to. But at this point, it's better than having no tacky mat, which I'm noticing. Boy, let me tell you, it's going to make a whole lot of this crafting a whole lot smoother. But that's okay. And for now, I just want to make sure everything's nice and moist. Moist. I know some people don't like the word. I think it's worse when people emphasize it. So, yeah, you know. Oi, stay down. Fingers move. Redo the middle. And then we will pull this away. And then we're going to pull this up. That's not too bad, but we got to get moving or it's going to dry and we won't have the time to do anything. So, tools. Don't have my tools. See there, Wendy, you got to have tools. Got to be ready. Got to be ready. Let's see if this is still going to work for us. All right, spread that stuff. Spread the pink. Oh, I used a lot of that. That's okay. Let's set it over here. Let's kind of spread it around and pounce it in. Come on, spread that stuff. I was going to go for more than one color, but I guess it's going to be the purpley, pinky, whatever this stuff is. I can't remember the color. Let's just keep spreading it around because I don't want to waste any and I don't want to have to try and put it back in its containers. Let's just keep spreading the extra around, poofing it around, poofing it around. I'm going to poof down, poof down, poof down, poof down. We don't want any of this stuff to get dry yet, and it might be. So there's that. Take all of this and just slip it right back into its container because we're trying not to have any of it left. Blow that off. And then we'll see if we can get one more color in and we'll go with the blue because dang, it's pretty. And let's just try and put some blue down here and see if that will stick all the way around the outsides where it's still white or might be white. That might be dry already. And that's why you really want to have the proper ink is because it would have stayed moist long enough for us to do this. But that's okay. I'm experimenting. And besides, like I said, I want to try that white background. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. And come around. Hey, I was really hoping that I can get the black. Ooh, I just made a mess on the glass, didn't I? All right. Whatever's going to stick is stuck. I have a powder mess here that I definitely have to clean up before I can move on to the next step with this. So let me get, ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah, I wonder if this thin piece of paper will work. Let's hope. All right, so yep, that'll work. Or I thought it was going to work. Oh my gosh. Ah! Killing me some walls. There we go. The brush, its own brush, just sweeps it up into a little pile. I guess I don't know. I do not know if these brushes are specially designed to work best with this powder. But it's nice. And I think it's better than any other little brush I would have had to do this with. So nice little pile. Excellent. Let's just sweep that over into the corner. We will deal with it later. Swoop it over here onto the other stencil. And that really helps clean that off. Sorry about that, guys. I wasn't expecting to make that much of a mess. Or I should have at least. All right. So now I'm just going to, like I said, we're going to pounce these colors in just a little more, even though the ink should be drying. So it's very possible when the ink dries that it will let go of the powder. So I really don't want to do too much because it's already, not the proper tool. So we're going to blow this off. And then I'm going to come in here around the edges and do my best to sweep off the rest. Because it's just going to end up being color on the paper in places I don't necessarily want the color. So let's see how that works. I seem to have left fingerprints on it in white, which is, well, it's me. That's to be expected. Not a big deal. We are just kind of trying to experiment with not only the product, but the stencil. Like I said, first time using the stencil, and I'm really, really loving the options that shape is going to give in all sorts of things, because I can just use the corner of it if I want, or whatever. Okay, so clean that off one more time. Do another blow, because I don't want all the excess, although it already is. Let me see if this will work. I have no idea. If it was embossing powder, I should be able to sweep off over the ink and still have it sticking. But as much as I would like to clear the middle from the extra powder, I don't think that's going to be effective. I think I'm going to lose more than it's worth. So let's do this now. So to set these colors with the Dylusions Diamond Dust, you spray it. So I'm going to move the table out of the way. And then I'm going to come over here with this and we're going to spray it. So are we ready? Let's hope I don't get too much water. My problem with spraying last time was I didn't think I had enough water on it to set it. And I could have this backwards. It may be that I have to have, whatever that stuff is. I can't remember. Okay, I'm going to spray off to the side. I really want it super misty so that, that didn't work, guys. There we go. We'll hold it up over here so that everything gets a little water, but not enough to make the colors. Dang it. There we go. Not enough to make the colors run and look at the colors bleed with the water. I didn't want that much water. See, the blue side didn't have as much water. Of course, it doesn't look like it's set either. So, and watch it run. So I have got to go back and rewatch to figure out how to get it to not have the colors run. So as long as they're running, let's get that. Oh, wow, that was unexpected. Oh, and look at the white go in it. Oh, that's why they want you to use archival ink. Oh. Hold on one second. Sorry, guys. That was my ringtone. I'll call them back in just a moment. Okay, so the archival ink you use because it doesn't run. It's permanent. And this is a pigment ink, the unicorn white, and maybe that's the difference. But hey, we'll check it all out. Oh, hey, Leanne. Nice to see you. So, oh, good Lord. I have all sorts of things happening on my phone. So, I was going to send, first of all, I wanted to let you know, Leanne, I've been sending you the Saturday link to the Spectrum Art Creations sale through Instagram on Saturdays. Oh, let's bring this up. I don't know if my audio is cutting in and out or if my throat is doing funny things. It could be audio. We've had some rain and a little storming here, but by Thursday it's supposed to be 88 degrees in the Rogue Valley. Today's high. So currently at 10 a.m. or 2 minutes till 10. Oh, good heavens. Toasty. Yeah, I know. We haven't been that warm yet. We barely hit the 80s. And in between, so right now it's 48 degrees. And would you just think you didn't want to work for me? So today it's a high of 55. Bring the phone up here. Oh. Today's high is 55. Tomorrow's high is 61. Wednesday will be 73. Thursday, 84. Friday, 88. Saturday, 88. And Sunday, it's supposed to go back to 84. It's jumping, and I hate it when it jumps. I really don't like it when it jumps. True. We do. We have really hot summers. Where are you? You're in Washington? Or are you in Northern Oregon? Oh, yeah. 75 on Friday. Yeah. It's just nuts. Well, it's not nuts. It's what's supposed to happen. Oh, right by Seattle. See, now that I love the area and I love to go visit. I've visited once or twice. But I'm one of those natural disaster freaks. Okay, not freaks. I am very interested in natural disasters. I'm very interested in strange things. I feel like they would be strange to other people. But one of the things I have learned, especially because I grew up in Bend by Mount Bachelor, and right outside of Sisters, and there's the Three Sisters Mountains, and we are surrounded, that area is surrounded by volcanoes. And of course, I'm just next to Crater Lake here and all of that. And I know, I've seen the studies that show when Mount Rainier blows, the pyroclastic flow will literally take out the town of Seattle. Exactly. Mount Rainier is going to take you out. Yeah. What can I say? I'm an 80s kid where, you know, between the natural disaster movies, Mount St. Helens. I mean, I remember Mount St. Helens. It's freaky. So I know I've seen all those natural disaster movies. It's like I'm preparing for the coming onslaught. Really? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I used to go to Crater Lake, and the other one we went to a lot was Diamond Lake. And the reason we did that was because where we lived, was in Redmond, just right outside of Bend. And then my grandparents lived here in the Medford area and Rogue Valley. And Diamond Lake was kind of like the halfway meeting place, and it had the lodge. So I can remember spending Christmases at the Diamond Lake Lodge because it was the halfway point, and it was the roads were too bad, or we didn't have the time to go all the way over and spend. So we'd meet in the middle, have a beautiful meal, and then and exchange gifts. And then we would say our goodbyes and head home. I have pictures with my grandfather and my cousins. Yeah, my grandfather and my cousins at the Diamond Lake Lodge in the parking lot. So yeah. Anyway, so this didn't exactly work out the way I was hoping. But I really like that stencil. It almost looks like a giant snowflake. I could do that for like a large Christmas greeting on much stiffer paper. Part of the reason this might have happened is because I just am on regular paper. I'm not positive. I have to go back and figure out how to make this work better for me. And I guess I have to invest in an embossing pad. I don't have money to invest. So, sorry, pondering other things that are going to be happening, and my brain is going in circles and running up and down and just freaking out. Let's see. What else do I have for paper? Look at this. I got this. Let's I don't have my paper cutter. I want to try that wood green still. I want to do something with it. And I know what I'm doing. Okay. One last little thing before I go, and then I got to call my other half back and get in touch with Christine and, act like it's a Monday and do the dishes that I haven't done. I'm not telling you in how long. And the laundry I haven't done, and I'm not telling you how long. Yeah, and you learn new things. I mean, yeah, I'm excited about that. Okay, first of all, I need a drying spot. Drying spot. Yay, it can dry there. Next, let's flip this over like this. It's not wet. And we're going to get this extra diamond dust off of here. Because, first of all, I don't want it on my stencil. Where is it? Sorry. I had another brilliant idea as we're sitting here. Yes. We're going to just we're going to do this tree up. So let's just slide this under here. I really love the fact that it does have these little legs on it. The glass tabletop. It has that little lip under it so that I can slide a page under and then just wipe everything off the side and have it cleaned up. Okay. trying something else real quick. I'm landing it in the water to see what it does. In the little water puddles that I made. All right. Who knows? Who cares? Fun and excitement around every corner. Ha ha! Okay, so let's slide the table back over. Drop you guys back down real quick. Whee! Love it when it's nice and low and down. Okay, there we go. Less glare. Oh, okay. You guys got to come up just a little bit, or you can't see what I'm doing. I can't find the right words. There are other items I would like to invest in for filming when I craft. And that's something I haven't, I think about every time I'm moving the camera around. Ooh, wow, all over my hand. Trying to see if I have a towel. But I think about it every time I film, every time I set up to film, every time I think about, filming. I have many, oh, perfect. I have many ideas on how I think it would be a little better or a little easier, and it just doesn't always work out that way. So if you're still with me, I know we're going to run a little tiny bit over because I have this brilliant idea. See, this is one that the tacky mat would work for. So the tacky mat would hold the paper in place. And then this, since it comes over, would stick also to the tacky mat. And the bottom of it would also stick to the tacky mat. So instead of doing what I'm going to do, I wouldn't have to use any tape at all. But this is going to take me like 4 pieces of tape because I want it to work. So I'm going to put a tape on the paper to hold it to the glass on the sides. And then the same thing with the stencil. Just a smidge over. You guys can catch this part in the replay if you had to go or have to go. I understand there are other sales and amazing people out there doing stuff. And I know some of you are also doing amazing sales and other stuff. So, all right. Oh, it's right in front of me. It should be. Wow. I know I just used that. See, this is up. There they are. This is part of my problem. I know I just used something and now I have to go looking for it. So, okay, this is the amazing TCW stencil butter. And I can't pronounce that word. Gamborge. Anyway, it's lovely. It's thick. It has a most beautiful iridescent shine. But I have a couple of ideas. I don't want to use a lot. A lot goes a long way. A little goes a long ways. And I don't want to take too much away from my iridescent embossing powder. But I thought that especially over the knots in the wood, I could add a little depth if I added just a smidge of stencil butter for height. Well, actually, this makes the knot higher, which doesn't hurt my feelings. Some knots go in and some knots do stick out. So let's see how that works. Let's put a little on there, and I'll take just a tiny bit more and put a tiny bit down here. And we're going to do the same thing in this tiny little hole. Just kind of off the side and just kind of make it kind of be there and then not be there. I made a pun. Sorry. And we'll do the same thing kind of over here just for like something starting, it's like, ooh, what's happening there? Is there a knot happening? Are we building? Are we shrinking? What's happening? Okay, I think that's enough. I don't want to do a lot. First of all, it's going to take it. I'll have to blow it dry before I do. I think I have to. Ooh, new idea. Well, not totally. I want to keep with the embossing powder, but I didn't think about putting the embossing powder over the stencil butter, and then as using that as the grippy, the embossing ink. Instead of using the embossing ink or the white ink, I can use this and then give it the purple hue. That could be interesting. That could be really interesting. So let's just kind of plop a little more on and take it from there. I look forward to traveling soon. I would like to be able to drive around even in my area, maybe do some videos for you guys. I've got to find out what's better, my phone or that little camera, the GoPro-y thing I got. I'm not positive about it. It just doesn't, it felt like it still had memory space to go. Ooh, that was bad. And it stopped recording. And I don't know if that's because, okay, that's bad. Okay, we're going to stop now because I'm starting to pick up and lift the stencil with my palette knife, and I really don't want to do that. The plastic palette knives would probably work better for this because they have a little thicker edge and are less likely to catch. Now, I need something to hold the embossing powder down. Can't decide if I should use the white or the dauber. Let's use the dauber and see what happens. Okay. Let's see. To use invert dauber, tap repeatedly onto scrap paper to begin ink flow. Dab into the surface to sprinkle with diamond. Yeah, we're not diamonding. We're not using the diamonds, baby. Scrap piece of paper. I had a scrap piece of paper. What did I do? Ah, there it is. Scrap paper. There we go. Dauber, daub. I'm going to squeeze a little. Let's see if you guys can see that coming out. Don't rub it, daub it. And that is not getting good coverage, in my opinion. It smells so good. I don't know why, but there's some smells that I've been noticing recently that have just been triggering happy memories or happy smell memories. I know there's something happy behind the smell. I just don't know what. I feel like there's something clogging it. Do I need to open this thing up? Okay, we're gonna open it up. Check it out. No spill. Okay. No spilling. That's super thick. I mean, this is super thick. No wonder it's not coming out. I need a pokey. I don't know about that pokey. That pokey got a room on the end of it. Okay, there's that. Okay. All right, so it's thick. It's really thick. I'm used to even the embossing stuff. I mean, it's thick and it's cloudy. And that's strange because what I'm getting on the paint on is very clear. So yeah. Okay, maybe that helped a little. I think it's coming out of more little surfaces now around the edges and everything. So let's give this a try. And we always evidently squeeze when we do this. so that there's always something flowing out. I really don't want to get it in the yellow. Twist and keep going. Just keep pressing and squeezing and pouncing. And just get this all the way through here. Anywhere that there isn't. Anywhere there isn't any yellow, just kind of keep daubing. Hope I get it all. That's the key. See if we can see the light, if it makes a difference on how we can see everything. Daub as close to the yellow as I dare. Actually, I'll daub right up into the yellow just to make sure. Make sure I get it high enough off that I'm not catching. Oh, that's getting good coverage now. Right up into that yellow in case it misses a spot. In case it's gotten more. Yeah. Oh, nope. It hadn't lost its thing. It's all yellow. So we're just going to rub that yellow right off. I don't think it'll affect it. We'll find out later, won't we? All right, here we go. The stencil comes off. Up we go. Up we go. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Hurry, hurry, hurry. So that we don't lose the ink that we have. Oh, that's got too much on it. We won't be able to use it for that. All right, let's sprinkle this all over here. I know somebody might think that's a little excessive, but it will, all the extra will go back in as soon as I grab a paper to sprinkle it back with. So let's just grab a page. There we go. One of our planner pages. There we go. So I'm going to set it here, and hopefully without spilling it, we'll see what happens. There we go. Got the tape off. Now the rough. Now the insane part comes. Well, insane. Let's bring this back up. That's not. It wasn't going to work the other way for me with the space. But I want to make sure that everything that got touched with that dauber gets this powder on it. Now this powder is a lot different than the Diamond Dust. This is put out by Hero Arts, the same one who put out the white ink pad, as a matter of fact. So I'm going to kind of shake. Whoa, Wendy. You can't shake and then drop it into the stuff. That's not how it works. Okay. It shook off. There's a lot of there's a lot of extra, like the iridescent. Now I haven't not done anything to melt this yet, and I still have all the iridescentness that comes in the powders. So it, with like the Diamond Dust and this, there is a dang, I made a mess. There is a it's like it's a 2-color system. Now, they're both iridescent, and it seems like with the iridescent embossing powders, Diamond Dust, things of that extremely thin nature, they seem to the really super fine dusts. So they have a 2-part system. There's what you see. There's the actual visual. I see little granules of stuff, and then there's this back powder. Probably shouldn't have used this with that, but whatever. There's like this back. There's this. secondary color that resides within this granulated powdery substance, but it's much finer, and it is what gives you your iridescence. I feel like I got dirt and stuff in that, so we're not going to worry about it. It's not that much. I will set it over here to the side. So that's something that's one thing. And that's why you see that already iridescentness without even needing the granule. Because if it was the granule, you would be seeing the white. So both items are within that, both substances are within that product. And so a lot of times, you know, I'm doing this and I'm like, oh no, I don't know how this is going to turn out because it's got all that. Of course, it is supposed to be a piece of wood, so it wouldn't be bad in this situation to have that. You know. All right, we're going to melt it, or we're going to melt this. We're going to heat this up and show you the results, and then we're going to get going because I ran over today because I had more ideas. So here we go. Okay, I'm thrilled with the results, guys. So Two things I noticed, or a couple of things I noticed, and then we'll get out of here. First, I want to see if now that it's melted, that the embossing powder has been melted. I wanted to see if the extra dust could be wiped away. The extra, and then the other thing I noticed was I love what it did to the yellow. And even more what I love what it did to the yellow. Let's see if I can get a good look at it here. So I don't know if it was the yellow and stencil butter, or if it was, let me get it to the spot. I know I'm not holding it still. You guys can't see. There's a good spot. So right up in here, let's get the camera to focus. There we go. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that stencil butter actually has a bubbled and popped, it's bubbled up and popped a couple of bubbles, and sometimes it just bubbled and it's added even more texture. Now, I don't know if the embossing powder bubbling that caused that. I don't know in the melting process. I don't know if the stencil butter itself did that when it got hot, or if it was a combination of the both. So I'm very, very interested in that. I think that in a lot of ways it turned out really cool. It would be awesome if I did the yellow like that and all over it, and then did the embossing powder as well. But okay, I'm thrilled. Yeah, that makes me happy. That's a fun experiment, and it worked better than I thought it would, and looks better than I thought it would. So yeah, I have new ideas. All right, everyone. Thank you for spending the extra half hour with me. And yeah, thanks for spending the extra half hour. I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Get your Monday managed, and hopefully the rest of your week will fall into place. All right, everyone. Good luck. Love y'all. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. If my mouse will work.